Hi everyone, Ted Fletcher with FMS. I want to go through and show a couple different RS485 serial communication wiring examples. The two being an RS485 4-wire connection and the other being an RS485 2-wire connection. So in these examples, I'm going to use a MOXA MB3170 unit as my master device or master controller. On the MB3170, there's a green 5-pin terminal block located down at the base of the unit. So pin 1 is at the front of the unit, pin 5 being at the back towards where it would be mounted either on a piece of DIN rail or against a panel. This chart down on the lower left hand side here shows what each pin represents. So pin 1 at the front of the terminal block is your TX positive, pin 2 being the TX negative, pin 3 being RX positive, pin 4 being RX negative, and then the last pin being a shield ground. On the right hand side, I also just kind of called out the MB3270 and showed the diagram out of their user guide as far as how you would wire up a DB9 connector to the shell at the base of the unit. But the examples moving forward, I'm going to show the terminal block wiring. That would be more common with a lot of field controllers you'd be coming across. So on an RS485 4-wire, you're going to have your transmit positive, transmit negative, receive positive, receive negative, and then a spot where you could wire up the shield ground from your serial cable. When you're going from master to slave in these examples, you crisscross as far as your transmit to receive going across on the lines. So when we look at this example as far as on pin 1 of our MOXA, you have our TX positive. That would end up going across to the RX positive of the slave device that you're hooking to. Same with the TX negative. You go to the RX negative, the RX positive goes to the TX positive, and then you have your RX negative going to the TX negative. So always keep that in mind with 4-wire connections. It's one thing you always want to be mindful of. Most manufacturers are pretty good calling out as far as their true transmit and receive polarities going across. I have seen a couple devices where you might see they're recommending where you wire your TX positive from to their controller, but most controllers you're going to just kind of crisscross going from RX to TX, and then you just match the polarity as far as your positive and negative. 2-wire RS485 or the RS485 2-wire is much more simple because you're just doing a straight. When we look at the wiring example down here on the chart, you have on pin 3 the positive, pin 4 being the negative. So then you just go from positive to positive, negative to negative. Now depending on the field controllers that you're hooking onto or field devices, you might see A negative, B positive, you might see A positive, B negative, or just a simple positive negative. But you just need to be able to match the positive from your controller to the positive of the field device, the negative from the controller, negative to the field device. When daisy chaining devices together, on the 4-wire connection, you still do the same thing to where you're going to be matching the TX positive to the RX positive coming onto your first slave device, and then going up through that order that we'd already covered in the previous slide. But then as you daisy chain your other field devices together, you don't crisscross them. Then you just match. So you just got to crisscross it between the master and the first slave in most cases. And then from there, you just keep it consistent going from device to device. Looking at the RS485 2-wire daisy chain, very straightforward. You just take your positive from your master controller, come to your first slave device, And then going from each slave device, you just keep matching that polarity going down through the line. So I've seen just a few examples sometimes where between 4-wire and 2-wire it gets mixed up, or going back looking at as far as what pins you wire to on like the MOXA MB3170. So I just wanted to make a quick video to help share this application. If you have any questions, or if you have an application you want to reach out about, feel free to reach out to FMS. We'd be glad to answer any questions you may have. Thank you, and hope you have a great day.